Hi, I'm Chris Gasper, and this is Globe 10.0, joined today by Scott Thurston. Wasn't that long ago that Bruins coach Claude Julien said he had a Jekyll and Hyde hockey team. Now what he has is a juggernaut hockey team. The Bruins have won 8 out of 9 and have a commanding 3-0 lead over the Pittsburgh Penguins in the Eastern Conference Final. So, Scotty, what has changed here? How do they go from Jekyll and Hyde to juggernaut?
The giant wake-up call against Toronto. You know, ever since then, and you think about it, Chris, the only game they lost, the overtime against the Rangers, Rask falls down, Chara gets stripped.
Yes.
It was, the Follies out there, and they dropped the one game to the Rangers, but just been on a terrific roll. All of their core guys playing their best hockey, and they seem to just found that rhythm.
Yeah, you're right. I think the thing is, they're doing what they always do well, which is play defense. We certainly know that. Tuukka Rask has played tremendously, not only in this series, but throughout the whole playoffs and answered questions there. Zdeno Chara has done yeoman work defensively back on that blue line. But they're scoring. People forgot, when this series started, all the talk was about Pittsburgh being the highest scoring team in the playoffs. Well, guess who was number 2? The Bruins.
Right, yeah.
They've brought the offense. And I think usually when the Bruins go in lulls, the issue is usually offensively. And as you mentioned, guys are clicking. David Krejci clicking. Nathan Horton clicking. Bergeron and Marchand clicking. Now look, the third line hasn't really been there. That Chris Kelly line with Peverley and Sagan hasn't been there. But then it hasn't had to be because they've gotten supplemental scoring from the defense. So I think the biggest thing that changed was they've starting to get offense from other places. I remember I was in Toronto when that Jekyll and Hyde comment was made by Claude Julien, and it was after another frustrating night in which Marchand and Sagan at that point hadn't scored a goal in the playoffs, and those were your 2 leading scorers in the regular season. I think the difference is they've been getting it done consistently, offensively, taking leads and putting the other team on the defensive.
I think one of the key points you made there was that they're getting contributions from the back end, and that started with Krug gave them a spark. Boychuk has been terrific. You talk about the minutes that Chara has played. Boychuk has been a standout. When you get that supplemental scoring, and then Horton and Krejci, they're 20-2 when Krejci scores in the playoffs in his career. You got it all rolling at once.
Yeah, you said it. The Bruins are really rolling right now, playing their best hockey of the season at the perfect time of the season.